Hey, what's going on, everyone? Before we get into the video, which as I said is going to be completely in English that it used to be on this channel, I wanted to set certain things straight. So many of you are not going to like the way I'm talking, or though I do talk, and you might have some things in your mind. I'm completely happy with that, and you could comment on those. It's just that I wanted to make sure you understand you're not going to get any response from me. Alright, now that's out of the way. Why I'm doing this video in English, and why did I switch to Hindi and am I switching to English again? It's not like that. I used to do videos in English totally, and I did a huge amount of videos in English. Then while I was doing those, I had a proper viewer base, a big chunk of that actually. They suggested that if I do the videos in Hindi, that could get more traction and it might appeal to more people. Now, I'm not going for, or we shouldn't actually go for, the debate of which language to go for and stuff, and which language India speaks and stuff like that. India speaks so many languages. So I didn't know Hindi, the way to speak, because I had Sanskrit as my, while I was in school, the second language that I took, third language I guess, was Sanskrit. So I didn't have Hindi, like it or not. I'm from West Bengal, and we do have an option to not have Hindi at that time. So I learned Hindi from my wife, and I started doing the Hindi videos. So over the time, I guess I improved on my speaking skills on Hindi. So sorry, that's pretty much about how I changed to Hindi, and now am I doing this in English? Am I supposed to? Are you supposed to expect that all the videos in the future days are going to be in English? No, that's absolutely not. It's just one video I'm doing. The reason is, see, when I initially used to do the videos, I had many viewers who would not understand Hindi. All right, so they were good viewers. They would give me just as good criticism as any of the existing viewers would give, and slowly I've seen they don't show up on the channel, or they don't comment. And it's not that I'm losing viewers or something. I'm going to talk about it more in this video, and that's why this particular video. One of the prime reasons why I do YouTube videos is to communicate. So if I lose people who are not there, and then those people who are who were there, and all of a sudden they're not commenting, they're not communicating, it feels bad. But my hands are tied, my time's limited. Me and my wife, we got 2 kids to take care of, and it's a really hard job. So I can't do 2 types of videos. I really can't do captioning as well. So there's no other way. I'm doing it in Hindi. But they've been talking to me, some of them, over Instagram for a good amount of time, and I thought I should do one video that kind of says a lot of things. So, I won't be able to do more videos in Hindi, but not at least right now. In English, not at least right now, but in future, I'm going to see what I can do. But right now, I don't have time for that. I'm really sorry, but I thought I should do a video where I can send some insider info or something that it doesn't matter. If you understand English, it's absolutely fine, right? If you prefer Hindi over English, that's a different thing. But you can watch one video. If it's English, anybody can watch it, right? So let's get down to what I'm going to talk about. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm going to talk about 2 things. First one, as you've seen, there are 2 parts to this. One is which are my favorite brands and why. I'm not going to tell you which are my favorite brands. Of course, you should be understood that. I already tell you which are my favorite brands. And sorry, whoever asked on Instagram, comment section, or even in the servers that we have where we talk about things, Discord, I give you some brands only. I don't tell you every single brand, but I don't give you one brand name also. I just kind of tell you different brands. So that's why this video, I want to tell you the psychology that goes behind me telling you which brands I choose and which brands I suggest you. So the first thing is that you need to understand, if I'm asking for a brand is essentially meaningless, because you probably have already made your mind, you need an approval from me. So that's what I've seen most of the time. I mean, people ask for suggestions and then they essentially end up making me suggest them the brand they like. That's kind of the way it works. I've seen that. Anyway, that might not be the case with you, but if I'm suggesting, so here's the thing: if you are on Insta, you're asking me, you're on comment section, you're asking me, and if you're on our Discord server and you're asking me about which protein brand to go for or which protein to go for, and I've suggested you something, then this is the thought process that went behind it. And that's why I want you to know this, and that's why it's important video, right? I mean, I don't tell this every other video that I tell, okay, top 5, top 11, but I don't say what's the mindset or the core. This video kind of tells the core of why I do what I do. So a little backstory: a few days back I had a chance to talk to few brands actually, and they were good brands. I'm not gonna complain about them, they're good brands, but they were ready to pay a good amount of money. Money is not the problem. I mean, if you're ready as a sponsor and you allow me to put the sponsored video tag or the label on the YouTube video, then I'm good to take money. I mean, this channel needs a lot of money to run, so that's okay. But I didn't take that, and I failed to make them understand why, and why it takes me some time to understand a brand. It actually takes a lot of time for me to understand a brand as a brand before I recommend that or suggest that to somebody. They were more like, see, YouTube, you're doing for either fame or you're doing for business. Absolutely right, but I'm not doing for that. Trust me. I mean, there is something at the end of this video that I'm going to talk about, and if you stick to the end of the video, it's going to be a long video anyway. You'll be able to hear that, but that kind of says why. So the idea is, when I choose a brand, or the whole idea behind making YouTube videos for me is not fame, not money, has never been. It's to communicate with people, to collaborate, to talk to them, and talk to them beyond normal things like how much money do you take, can you do this video for me, do you like this protein and stuff like that. And I think I'm lucky that I found people and brands and viewers, and everybody's alike, okay? All these people I talk to, and I talk to them in a very personal way, and they talk to me in a very personal way as well. So that helps me understand the brand. What I mean by that is, I need to understand if my thought process, if my value system is in sync with you, and then I'm going to be able to talk to you for a prolonged period of time, and maybe some personal things and stuff like, where did you have your vacation this summer, stuff like that. This happens to some of my viewers and me. This happens with many brands, and that's how, and it just doesn't happen that somebody calls up and say, hey, I want to talk to you about your personal life. It doesn't happen like that. When I do their videos, and most of the time when I do someone's video, they call up. I think most of them call up. 90% of the time those companies call up. There starts the initiation, where I understand what their motto is, and then how they talk. Are they talking in terms of money? Are they talking in terms of how they're trying to improve the product? Are they trying to get some input from me as a reviewer? And that's where it starts. And as I said, I'm grateful that I could meet some people here who are from the industry, and now we're talking like where you're taking your vacation and stuff. So, and you like it or not, you believe it or not, is not the point of concern here. The thing is, that's what I do it for. It's not about money. It's about making good friends, and those friends are more than invaluable in the long run. That's why I do it, and that applies to my viewers also. There are viewers I talk to every now and then on Discord. There are only few people, but we do have an amazing group out there. So this is why I do, and then over the time I understand them and they understand me and they take my feedback. Like I say, hey, you know, your product is doing great, but I think people don't like this part of it, or can you bring down the price, because most of the people are, this is a great product, but they might not be able to afford it. So what's the use if, I mean, you might be targeting different people altogether, and I then tell them, can you bring some samples? Because flavor is something so weird, you know, because I like something, I like mango. I like, what's that other thing? Cafe mocha or something like that. And that's a very confusing flavor, because everybody I said I like it, they didn't like it. And the people who liked a cafe mocha of some company, I didn't like that. So it's weird. So it's very personal, and that's why I tell them, could you make samples, like small 1 pouch for 6 flavors, and give it to them. Take the money for that. I mean, charge them, but you know, they get to take the taste, something like that. Then I tell them about the label. Sometimes they reach out to me. Sometimes I just tell them proactively that, you know, you're doing great, but could you take care of that? And they do. And that's why that's what goes on when I recommend something to you. That in one sentence, if I have to summarize that, then I have to say that if the company or the representative of the company is thinking about the customer first and then calculating the profit, you're getting me, right? Most of the time what happens is that, can we bring a product which can drive us like 200%, 300% profit, or you know, we can get to the next level and all that? Can we make 50,000 sales or 500,000 sales in this amount of time? And then there is this idea that, you know, this is something missing in Indian fitness industry as a supplement, and can we bring it? And then if we can bring it, is there a monetary option to that? I mean, is it good for business? So it has to be good for business, but where is your thought process starting? So every single brand I'm talking to you about, they all try to do business. They're not going to give you the stuff for free, but their thought processes, at least when I talk to them, are good. And I'm surprised some of those brands people don't know much about. It's sad, just like when you have YouTubers or YouTube creators who are doing so much an effort and people don't recognize those people. It's sad. It's sad for companies to not to be recognized. So I'd say it has always been my endeavor to bring those companies forward, and there is no question of money. As I said, I mean, I always say, if companies are ready to put the sponsor logo in there, I'm ready to get sponsored. But not many people think that that's a good way to go, so I don't get sponsors. But the good thing is I get to do videos for genuine companies that I like, and I recommend those. And sometimes I do videos for companies I don't like, but I don't recommend those to you as well. Or like, I recommend them maybe when you don't like my first 5 recommendations, you still insist on asking for something else, then I would say, okay, go for this. So this was the first part of it, and I know I didn't tell you the name of the companies, but if you're clever enough, you would understand the group of companies that I'm talking about, which I'm really fond of, and they're doing great. Now, and don't do the guessing games. I'm not gonna go and say, yeah, that's a nice guess, you know, that's the company I like, because you already know which are the ones I like. Now, coming to the second part of the video, where there are 3 parts. First part is over. Second part is where I talk about my favorite YouTuber, and the third part is where I say something about this channel at the end. That's very small, but if you're sticking to that, that's great. But this is a long video anyway, sorry. So it's a single English video now, so it should suffice for a few videos at least. All right, so here's this question I've been getting for about a month now, and people are saying, why don't you make a video on, people do this video, right? Who's your favorite YouTuber, or who are your favorite YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I did one. I might have done one previously. But if you want to ask me at this stage, I think the question's wrong. The question should not be asked, who's my favorite YouTuber, because in that case the answer is going to be, it's probably Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, then there's Mark Wiens and Mikey Chang. I like those people because I like food videos, travel videos, and then I like Casey Neistat for his filmography. Same for Peter McKinnon, Matty Hapuja, and those people I like, but they're YouTubers. Fitness YouTubers, also the people who are focused on YouTube. I think the right question would be, who would be the person I admire as a person on the YouTube platform? That should be the right question, and I take it as that question because I think I'd be able to answer that. So there are many people. First of all, before you can do guessing game here, that's absolutely fine. Fills up the comment section, that's good for the channel. But I'm pretty sure there are many people, you know, they're way more talented than me, way more knowledgeable than me, and they've got amazing physique to back their knowledge. So that's fantastic. Some are giving you free stuff, some are probably giving you something to purchase. That's absolutely fine, because if you're using this platform for business, that's absolutely legit. There's a lot of hard work goes into that. Now, but there's one person, and I was lucky enough to come across him, and I talked to him over phone, WhatsApp, whatnot. I've talked to him lately. I haven't, but I've been seeing his videos, and he's just of a different level altogether. And I don't know if you guessed it, but I think he's not one of the most, he's the most underrated YouTuber in Indian fitness industry. The person who as a creator excels like anything, he puts in efforts like anything, and I'm pretty sure, you know, it's like it shows. I mean, he's probably not getting that much attraction. He should get, actually today at this point, I think he should be at least at 2 million subscribers, but he's not, and that's okay. But I think he's gonna crack it. I mean, it's amazing. So if you have guessed it, great. If you haven't, then yes, he's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Navjot Singh. And the reason I said, and that's why that phrase is so important, that I'm not talking about a YouTuber, I'm talking about the person I admire as a YouTube creator is him, because it's the same thought process that goes behind me talking to people or companies. His entire focus, his entire package that he's trying to deliver from his videos, he's doing this fitness series where he's training train with Navjot and all that, is for the viewers. And if I understood him properly, then it's for the young folks, because those are the most misled people. And if you look at his videos, those are long videos, he explains a lot. If you look at it, I mean, if I look at it from the perspective of how you can progress on YouTube, how you do that, you generally don't do that. So, I mean, he's giving away the whole information. People give half info and keep the other half because you're bound to fail. And then you're going to get to that person, and that's like a business route and stuff like that. He's giving you the whole thing. He's doing it, he's giving it to you, he's recording it. And as a creator also, I mean, I don't do fitness videos, of course, but I do nutrition videos. And I know before reviewing a product, you know, what immense amount of research goes into that. And he's doing a workout program, he's talking about nutrition, and he's putting all those things together. It's a huge amount of effort, and I'm not sure, I mean, if he doesn't, I mean, I don't have words for him. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, every single thing he does, and some of those a lot of people find controversial, but I don't think so. I mean, he's doing a lot of things openly and trying to teach people the right way to look at things. It's absolutely stunning, and I think he's the best, no questions asked. I mean, if you ask me as a viewer that who's this guy who's an Indian fitness YouTube, who's the one, and he's the one, there's no questions about it. I mean, you cannot come and argue about somebody else, because at the end of the day, it's the perspective, is the motto, it's what drives this person. and this person is being driven by something entirely different. As far as I understand, as far as I've talked to him, it is beyond monetary gains, it's beyond fame, it's different. And not many people do that. And I was talking to him once, and I said it's very difficult to change the mindset of the people, because we've been doctrined in the wrong way by huge personalities who misuse their positions and stuff. And he said, yeah, I know that. I mean, as far as I remember, that's what we talked. He knows that, but he still fights for it. So it's amazing. I mean, I think someday he needs to get to that mark where it's not because of his channel I'm wishing it for the mass. I'm wishing it for the YouTube viewers, the fitness community, because if you lose somebody like that at the recognition level, and if this person doesn't come under the limelight and become the one who you go up and listen to, then who else? So that's what I think. That's probably answers one person. That's it. No 10, 12, 3, 4 people. Just one. And I'm not expecting that you write in the comment, okay, you're also great on that. I'm not. I know. He's amazing. I try to do what I can do best, but he's amazing because he's doing the whole fitness and workout and nutrition and a bunch of other things for lifestyle, and something that motivates the youth and corrects them. That's absolutely good. Puts them on the right track. That's way more responsible, way more tough job to do. So that's pretty much about it. I think we've come to the third part of the video. There's first part, second part, and third part, where I wanted to talk about the channel. And I've been keeping this to myself for some time, but I think it's a good opportunity. As I said, it's a single English video that's going to come out now, and not going to be any more English video for now, at least. So let's just talk about it. See, this channel is a loss-making channel. What I mean by that is most of the YouTube channels they either don't make any money or they make money. They don't lose it most of the time. This channel has a maintenance cost of about 20 to 25,000 per month rupees, which I'm paying from my pocket. And please, at this point, don't say you're asking for money. I'm not. So generally, my initial goal has always been that if I could get this channel to get to a subscriber level and viewership level, so that I could get a good amount of views, so that advertising revenues would come, and affiliate marketing for Amazon. I tried that. Those things do come, but at a very low rate. The third thing I tried was the membership, because my target was that out of all the subscribers, if I get like 1,000 members at the price tag that I put there, so that covers the channel cost. But it stays around 25 to 30 every month, members, which is good. I mean, I'm thankful for all the members, all the people who are buying from the affiliate links, and also all the people who are viewing, because every single source has so far been helping. No matter how much, it's been helping. Now, I don't think it would be a logical thing for me to go ahead and do that, because in future I have a family to take care of. I mean, right now I also do have a family to take care of, but my kids are going to grow, and lots of expenses and stuff like that. So if I keep on draining that much money, that's not going to go. So my soft target, you could say, or it's not soft, it's probably hard target, is end of December this year. By end of December, if I'm able to get this channel to a place, and I'm not saying you do something, all right, I have to do something. I have to get the viewership higher and stuff like that. If I don't do that, and I don't bring it to not loss-making channel, I mean, I don't need to have a profit, but I need to through affiliate marketing and also ad revenue get the money enough to run this channel every month, because there's a lot of cost. I can make a different video on lab reports and stuff, how much cost happens in that. And then if you buy two, sometimes two of the same thing, it's just a wastage. So anyway, So if I get to do that, that's good. Otherwise, I think I'll have to stop, because the thing is, I'll keep the channel, no worries about that. Content will be there, but I don't think it makes any sense for me to invest time in here also, because, you know, time is also money, right? I'm sparing whatever amount of creation time into this, so that probably isn't worth it if the channel can't sustain itself. And it's been quite a good amount of time, so it sort of tells also that what the mass as such needs. So for example, like if you're doing something, you're trying to fix something, and at one point in time, it's, you know, Elon Musk, right? It's one of his saying also. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, he says also, if you know it's not working, just stop doing it. So I think we're at a point where I have to call it off if by December it doesn't go anywhere, because it's probably not working. I mean, it all happens this way. I mean, people accept it, and then the channel goes up, and then everything happens, and the channel stays, and then, you know, all the things happen. But if people don't accept it, the way things are done on this channel, that means probably there's a problem with acceptance. And I mean, not problem, I mean, that's not being accepted. That's true. So we tried it, and I'd say we, because the people who've been here for this long, they also tried it, like the viewers. And my family supports me a lot also, because keeping eye on 2 kids and still doing it is a tough job. So but I'll give it a try, of course. All the products that I've shown you a few videos back, I'm going to review those and do more stuff. But if by December end it doesn't go, then during Christmas I'm probably gonna make a decision, and I'll let you know. And meanwhile, I'd request folks, there are many folks on Discord. I was thinking about it, let's just make the Discord public, you know, because there are good discussions going on in there. Let's give it to everybody, and people who are members, don't continue in, because see, you're investing because you want to see long-term things happening on this channel, right? Everybody would like that. But if that's not going to happen, I would suggest you stop it. Stop being members. I mean, you can pull off at any point in time, and I'd suggest all the members you pull off right now. Wait until December and see where the channel goes. I mean, if it goes well, if we see like in January we're still there, then you might decide to come back as a member. That's okay. The membership option's open, but I would suggest, and please don't take it as a marketing call or something that reverse engineering your mind. I'm saying more people come join. I'm seriously telling you not to join, and people who joined, remove your membership. I mean, it's simple. I'm thankful to you, and I'm grateful for all your help, but I think you should stop. Also, see if the channel does well, and then, because even if it's 29 bucks per month, it's a lot of money. I mean, in India, in many places, 29 rupees per month, 29 rupees you can get some lunch, decent food. So asking somebody to sacrifice their food for a membership is also something. That's why even if a lot of you have told me to advertise joining, that you're gonna join my channel and all, I don't do that, because that's how I think that this is something you can buy a meal with. So I can't just tell people do that now. So if you're joining, that means you're capable enough to pay, and that's okay. So right now, kindly withdraw, and I'm gonna make the Discord public. Existing members are there, and the whole channel can join in. That should be everyone's part. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic place. Community post I'm gonna make for the Discord link. You can join in, jump in, do the discussions. It's absolutely fantastic. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much for this video, and next video would definitely be in Hindi. And pour in all your suggestions and comments in here, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.